working on the 2013 Chevy Silverado. Right now I'm taking out the oil pressure switch sensor, which is all the way in the back, down here where the back of the engine is. The negative from the battery. You can take out the alternator hot wire, which is right here, and the connectors. And then the throttle body sensor. Took out the intake, the vacuum hose, the MAF sensor. You're gonna take out all the injectors, connectors. You're taking out the purse valve connectors, which is right here. Purse valve connector. And then you're gonna disconnect the fuel line from the back right here with one of this. And then this vacuum hose, which is right here where this little hole is. It's easier if you take it from the back, because the back it has this little tab where you can push it back and pull it right out. Before taking out the fuel rail and taking out the intake manifold, I want to blow all the dust out and like all the debris and whatever fall under there. I just want to be safe before I take out the manifold. You know, I don't want anything to fall down on the fall into the head. Make sure everything is clean before I take it out. So for the fuel rail, I just stick a flathead down here where the bracket is, and I just pry it up so that way the fuel rail just pops out easier. Intake manifold, you're gonna remove all of the 8mm bolts, and then in the back of it, behind this cover, like behind it, you're gonna feel for a 10mm nut. You have to loosen that out to be able to remove the intake manifold. Disconnect your brake booster connectors. Here is the back of the manifold. Right here is the 10mm bolt right in the back. And then after you take out the manifold, make sure you clean everything. Make sure you put a towel over it so nothing fall into it. That right there is your oil pressure switch sensor. Yeah. 27mm sockets to take it out, and then you're gonna use a pick to get the filter out. It's down here, so you just have to pull it up right there. There you go. Chevy Silverado and Tahoe, they have the same engine, so the sensor always goes bad, and the filter sometimes it clogs up, and then it'll throw you a code. Before you put the connector back, check for the pin in here, make sure it's straight. Check for the pin in the sensor, make sure it's straight, and check for the wire, make sure it's not twisted or like cut or ripped or anything weird looking. Use the razor blade to clean out all the oil and like all the dirt that stick on the surface of the head. Make sure it's clean before you put them back. Replace the manifold gasket if it's needed. Clean the hole where the injector goes in, because when you install it, you don't want the O-ring to rip or anything, you know? Just clean out all the dirt and make sure it's clean. So for the back piece cover, I don't need it, so I took it off. If anything happened to the sensor again, I could just reach the socket back there and take them off. But if you do have the back cover on, next time if it happens, you won't be able to take out the sensor itself. Manifold bolts, you just need to torque them down to 12 to 15 foot-pound. Grease the O-ring, well, that way when you push them in, it's a little bit easier to slip in. Doesn't have to be too crazy. Now I'm just plugging off and check the back. The push valve. Carefully lift it over. And make sure you get the battery too. This is why I don't need the back cover. If you have the back cover, it'll cover the sensor, but if you don't, next time if anything happens, you can just reach the socket back there and take them right out.